Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Um, like I said before, thank you for your support. We have been on this project for 1 week now. It's coming to more than 1 week. It's a great channel. I'm so excited, and I'm really pleased to have you participating in the channel. A lot of people are actually taking part directly and indirectly. Um, I wish a lot of you would be more directly involved. With this channel, it's a great place to be, and I'm really enjoying it. It's the best opportunity so far. It's one of the best things I'm doing right now because it's allowing me to speak. This place is allowing me to speak my mind. It's an opportunity. We have to be grateful for the people who created YouTube. Um, if you think about the way we live in society, you will agree that something like YouTube or even the social media, actually also the digital economy, a lot of people, contributed, a lot of brilliant brains, your scientists, researchers, technicians, engineers, so many people work together to build what is now a digital age, information improvements in communication. Literally every single citizen of the world, the 8 billion people, perhaps also including children. Some researchers say the children begin to learn from the home, and it's wholesome. If you think about this, human beings, we humans have really done wonderful things over the ages. In the many years, we have been working so hard to doing good things. We have also been working so hard doing bad things, fighting. Fighting is evidence that we have a problem. We are fighting all the time. If you come in a home, in a family, children start to fight when they are still little. And you ask yourself, why are they fighting all the time? Children, little children, in the home, you wouldn't think children would learn to fight so hard. I've been in the UK for over 30 years now. I came to Britain in 1988. I was still a youth. Now I'm approaching retirement age in a few years. And this is wonderful. Life has been good. A lot of good things happened in my life. A lot of good things happened in the life of the people I've been living with. My family, friends, colleagues, people I work with, people I study with. My engagement in the community has been brilliant. It has been very challenging. I do a lot of things in the community here in the UK. And I've done a lot of things in Africa. I've been helping people in Africa, Africans who come in a place like the UK or in any of the developed world are doing a great thing, great job in Africa. The people in Uganda, where I come from, my country, in Uganda, in East Africa, we in Uganda, in East Africa, in the developing world, we should be very, very, very grateful for the diaspora, the Africans who came abroad, who left Africa, who came to a far country, to live in a far country, amongst basically strangers. A country like Britain is it's a white country, but they received us into this country. They embraced us. They looked after us. They supported us, and we developed into good citizens or into good residents, those who live in this country. And Britain has been a beautiful country, has been a wonderful country. The UK has done a lot for immigrants, the people who came from Africa, the people who came from different parts of the world. This country has been great in building some of the best, homegrown people who came from abroad. There are many challenges in Britain. There are very many challenges in different parts of the world. And these challenges have different sources and different causes and solutions. It is upon us, the people of this country, and upon us, the people of the world, to think, to think and engage with these issues. Some of the issues are really good. I mean, when we talk about issues, it means it's like something you have to address. There are challenges, and it is part of life. I know mostly, often, we people we want comfort. We want comfort. Yes, and we also get comfort. So life has been good to us. And we should be grateful. We should be thankful every day. Life has been good to us. We have been given the opportunity to work so hard and achieve so much. And life has been challenging as well. And every challenges, every hardship has been an opportunity to many. So today we have a voice. We can speak, we can learn, we can acquire knowledge, we can do research, we can discuss, we can expand knowledge. And the social media is a function of that. Supports our capacity to engage. And my channel, which I created in 2012, 10 years from today, the purpose of it has been to allow me to speak, to exercise my right, and embrace my freedom to speak. It's called freedom of speech. It is something I cherish. It's something I expect you to share, because it is a good thing. It's the greatest part of our life is actually the capacity to speak. And when we face many challenges, and when we speak, we begin to solve problems. And when I started this channel 10 years ago, I'm sad to say I did very little. You can call it anything you like. You can call it laziness. And I accept. Because sometimes we get lazy. And we don't even realize we are lazy. Why in the world did I sit for 10 years doing nothing on the channel, on this YouTube channel? I can look in the past failures, past challenges, or I can look at the present and the future. I choose to look at the present, the future. This channel is going to be around as long as the authorities allows it to be around. As long as other forces beyond me allows it to be around. I mean, the only way this channel is going to stop is if something beyond my control stops it. This channel is going to stay here. And I'm going to be talking to you to join me in this space. I want us to create the biggest channel in the world, our YouTube channel in the world. so that we can congregate and speak, so that those who actually join me to partner with me can speak and learn from us, from us as a community, and maybe decide to create your own channels if you haven't created it already. Speaking comes in all shapes and sizes. You can speak verbally, but you can cook a meal. That is speaking. You can sit in silence and still speak in silence. You can smile and speak in smiles. You can cry and still, communicate, send messages, speak. So life is about speaking. It's about language. It's about communication. And that actually brings learning, and it ultimately brings peace. So the argument for our communication is that we communicate, we look for information, we bring understanding, we acquire knowledge and bring change. If we learn the right thing, we produce good results, and that brings prosperity. It brings peace, and that is actually the discussion. And that is my invitation to you to actually come and participate with me on this channel, so that we contribute as members of the human community, as individuals and groups, working together to celebrate life, to be happy. You see, to exchange ideas, to look for where information is, and to share it, and to celebrate. Sometimes we take time off from work. We do barbecues. We go on holiday, on trips. We celebrate our life. My channel, I chose to discuss the subject of the cost of living. The reason I did that at the outset was to illustrate the fact that everyone was and still is discussing the cost of living. You can every television channel, every YouTube channel, you find the cost of living being discussed. It is being discussed in different ways, but my channel will allow you to use the media, the YouTube media, the social media, to speak and be heard. Probably by 8 billion people in the world. The population of the world is 8 billion, including children, men and women, old and young. Potentially, when we speak through this channel, because my channel is encouraging free speech, we are allowed to speak by law. As long as we speak respectfully, responsibly, and productively, constructively, we don't break the law or annoy people or actually distress people. If we learn to be good people, we behave ourselves well. We have the capacity to do that, and that's a sign of hope. If people can change, if people are monsters yesterday and tomorrow, they are actually leaders and role models for doing what is right. And that is a fact, and that is the truth. That is, for me, is a sign of hope. People can change, we can change. And the reason I started this channel, because I have a lot to talk about. So far, it has been a monologue, or if you like to call it that way, it's a monologue. I'm talking to myself, but I have you in mind. I'm speaking to myself, but looking at this camera, I have 8 billion people in my mind. But beginning with my family, friends, members of my communities, colleagues, and strangers. So you're welcome to join me and discuss whatever we need to discuss. We have a lot of time. Watch the video if you can. Subscribe to my channel. Do your best to subscribe. Do your best to watch the video. Let me know if you need me to change anything. If you have ideas how the video and the presentation needs to improve so that everybody can access this space, to start by talking. I already said talking can even be, you can dance. That is actually talking. Somebody says, action speak louder. Action. What is action? If you take a hoe to dig, if you take an implement and go and do gardening, you're speaking. You're telling me you're doing some work in the garden. You're speaking. Your action speaks to me. So when you're dancing, when you're praying, you're actually speaking. When you're reading, there's something called silent reading, as we used to grow up, because you didn't want to disturb your friends, your colleagues. If you're in a classroom, there's something called silent reading. We are taught that. You don't read aloud because you're interrupting other people doing other things. This is actually speaking. Silence is speaking. Thinking. Somebody, you can sit in a room looking at the roof, looking through the window, and somebody come along and say, "You're quiet." They're speaking verbally. You're quiet. And then the man or woman sitting down will answer, "Oh yes, I'm quiet, but I'm thinking. I'm thinking about this and that." So you find that thinking also is a form of action. You think actively. You're taking action. So the function there is actually action is speaking. And sometimes people say action actually speak louder. You contemplate, you think, you believe. Even some people will be praying to God, and you wouldn't know it. They will just close their eyes and pray to God. This is work. Even believing in God is work. Is taking action. These are examples of speaking in different ways, in different tongues, in different language, body language. Your hands, your legs, you use your body and your voice, or even how you look at people or you look at things. So we work, we study, we work, we celebrate, we pray, we love. Sometimes we hate people also, but I would say you can hate people, but not. It's very unhealthy to be in hatred. The best thing, if you're going to waste your time, you're not even wasting it. If you're going to spend your time doing something, do something loving yourself and loving other people. That's what we are there for. See, every human being is built to function in this way. And this is why I'm happy that I created this channel, to talk to myself and to talk to you at the same time. If you watch this video, if you participate, if you subscribe, because the traffic is so fast on the YouTube, if you subscribe, when you come into the YouTube, it means one of the videos you will see is going to be my video, because you have subscribed, and people connected to you are more likely to see me. You and I develop a mutual sense of visibility. I see you, you see me. That's why it's good to subscribe. It's also the best way to grow. Growth means more people are coming in. We build a crowd. That's what we want to do. It's something called traffic. See, more people are together, more ideas will come, and people participate more. They do things, productive things. That's the argument for expansion and for participation in this channel. And so, this is something you can do, something you can think about. It's a very interesting way. If I may continue, it's a very interesting way. I have decided to illustrate what free speech is, which is this channel is for you to speak. You can speak. How about if you make friends on this channel? You become friends with somebody. How about if you see something on this channel and it makes you happy? You can laugh. And everybody says, especially the experts say, laughing is a medicine. I mean, the more you laugh, the less stress you're going to have. Especially now, during the cost of living. Cost of living is people are so stressed. A lot of people are being taken to hospital because of stress. And some people are dying because of stress. And so, in a space like this, you can also take time to be with other people, to meet other people, like a social space. That's what social media is all about. It's called media and social. Where you socialize is where people spend their time. If you can work in a new culture, you can work and socialize at the same time, work and play at the same time. That is about what people can do, because like if you're using a telephone, email, it's a digital resources, video, and now if you can work with on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and what else? YouTube. It is a digital economy, digital system. It is change. I mean, you cannot understand technology. It's going to be hard. And I want us to come. I've been producing video now for more than 1 week. And in the next 3 weeks, we should see changes. More people coming. And we'll be structuring our conversations a bit more. And giving a clearer picture as to what we have set out to do. When I say we, you and I, as a community. But I am the creator. And I want us to join in and benefit from it and contribute to it. And that's the whole thing. We can make friends. We can laugh. I mean, if you want to cry, also cry. But I prefer tears of joy. If you want to be sad, it's okay. But try your best to be joyful. And look after yourself. And look after yourself. And work hard. I mean, if you don't work hard, it doesn't matter what you do. I've been working very hard recently. I always work hard anyway. Reading, writing. And talking is hard work. There is nothing you do without actually putting in a lot of effort. And I believe anyone who actually put a lot of effort, who work hard, will succeed. It depends what your idea of success is. It's up to you. You have to define what success means. Whatever it means to you, the test of every enterprise is actually hard work. If somebody says to you, you can do all the other things, you can plan, you can generate ideas, and then sit and do night. You have to structure a system of work and implement it. It doesn't matter even if the work means sitting down and talking. That's why you have professors, you have teachers, you have broadcasters, you have politicians and leaders. Their work is to talk. You have preachers, evangelists, pastors. That is the work, they talk. Some people say, how can talking be work? Because it takes energy. You have to really think. You have to really plan. You have to really train yourself and gain the experience. Some people learn on the job, especially in the modern time, because you can access information on the internet and teach yourself and be as good as the best of professors. And my take on knowledge and progress is that do something good with it. If you have something, especially knowledge now, do something positive with it. I know some people will want to do bad thing with good things they have, like knowledge, but that is up to them. And I believe if people do the right thing, they will succeed, they will win. The best way to defeat wrong is to do the right thing. And in spite of so many bad people doing bad things, if a few good people begin to work hard and even work harder, they're going to start to defeat evil. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter how it looks like. It may look like, wrong is actually winning, but a few good men and women doing the right thing will succeed in the end. It may take long. We may have to make sacrifices, but that is why we are here. You see, that's why I created this channel. That's why I'm inviting you to be part of this. And I'm also suggesting for you to talk to me. If you see something good, tell me about it. Leave a comment below. Talk to me about it. If something is wrong, talk to me about it as well. Tell me what is wrong. And it will be better to suggest how to correct. But I want us to talk. I want us to acquire knowledge, information. I want us to use this information to create systems where we function as workers, as entertainers. We work, we play, we rest, and then we get up and work again. We celebrate. See, and we occupy with work and with entertainment. This is how we live our life. And I choose to ask for us to talk about all these things and rebuild ourselves, even if we are sick, even if we are alone, even if we are with other people. It is my suggestion that let us use this channel to talk about everything. And when we work, we succeed. When we succeed, we get what we want. If we set out to look for something good, we get good things. If we work out setting out to get something bad, we also get something bad. They say, you lay your bed and sleep on it. You reap what you sow. If you sow something good, you're going to reap good things. It is really ridiculous for you to work hard doing, planning to really achieve something terrible. And suddenly, when the result comes, and it is really horror stories. It is horror stories. You have achieved horror stories. You begin to regret it. Now, why did you get such a bad thing? You work for it. Life is only fair. You work for something, for the wrong thing, you got it. So my invitation is that let us set out on the right path. Let us work hard doing what is right so that we reap right results. And then we form a society, a community, families, as individuals. We build ourselves as individuals and then build one another. Work together in peace. See, the best way to be happy is to have a friend. Certain people do not have friends. And social media is an opportunity to make friends, even with strangers, online. And this is part of the function of this channel. I believe it is part of the function of most channels, most YouTube channels. But I speak for myself. I don't know what other people are doing. I'm subscribed to so many YouTubers, and I like the work they do. I learn most things from them. I got a lot of ideas how to run YouTube. There are information in fact, you can be a super brain. It can be even a professor. You can learn to become a PhD from social media, internet, YouTube, and all this. So much information. Mine is only beginning, and you and I are the deciding factor in terms of success and achievement. Finally remember, when we achieve, let us remember to help those who cannot help themselves, the elderly, children, orphans, women, mothers, widows, people who are disabled, people who are sick, people who are dying, people who are being born, babies. That is our greatest responsibility. There is such a thing as society. We have heard some politicians despising society, saying there is no such thing as society. Understand where they come from. It is now they are educated, they are learning, and they are right and wrong. Because there is a society. There are individuals as well. I mean, it's really ridiculous to say there is no individual. Yes, the individual is you shouldn't even question that. I mean, that is. I mean, people can talk about it if they want. They can do a study on individualism. They can write theses. They can do PhD studies. They can be professors of individualism. There are other people who say they talk of collectivism. Collectivism is some kind of social theory. Individualism and collectivism. It's a form of social theory, which says the individual is more important than the group. They are right and wrong at the same time because they are extremes. Life is practical, it's functional. There are individuals. This is what we see every day. There are individuals. There are also collections. There are groups. Individuals form group. Now, when I created the earlier video, I talked a lot about the cost of living. I'm still talking about the cost of living because people are still talking about it. It's a crisis is still going on. And my suggestion was that when we talk about the crisis of living, we begin to start a process of solution, solving the problem. And when there's a crisis, it's our duty to help to mitigate the impact of such crisis. And crisis normally in the manner of living, crisis come and go. Cost of living comes and go as a crisis. But the cost of living as a problem has always been around. And the cost of living as a problem is going to continue to go on. But we continue to talk about the cost of living and other aspects of issues as they arise. I've already said it before that the way we behave, we humans create our problems. In part, directly or indirectly. Directly because we fail to do what we should do. You see? That's indirectly. Directly, we do what we shouldn't. We actively do something wrong. And we also fail to do something right. When we should do something right, we don't do it. When we shouldn't do something wrong, we actually go on to do something wrong. So we create problems, unfortunately, but that is us. And so we speak, and so we learn, from our mistakes. And so we change and be better individuals, better families, better communities, and better society. That's how we cause um, the crisis. The fundamental reason, in my opinion, is that although we work so hard, we waste a lot of what we have worked for. Some people actually bury their wealth in the ground. I mean, wealth, money, things they buy, expensive things. They actually bury it in the ground. It rots there. Money, when I say in the ground, could be sitting down, it's sitting there in the bank. I mean, if you are one person and you are worth maybe 100 billion US dollar, what are you going to use the money for? You're going to live for 80 years if you're lucky, or 90 if you are even luckier. You have billions and billions and billions of US dollars sitting there. You have mansions. You drive 20 and 30 cars. Why do you do a thing like that? When there are actually people who are in need, who are dying of, they cannot find food or water to drink in a developed country, in the developing country like Africa. That is actually wrong. That is completely wrong. And that is the problem with our politics, the problem with our government, policies, administration, law. The law is always okay if it is set reasonably. I mean, if there is perception in setting the law. But the problem comes in implementing it. There are good laws in this country and up and down the world. Up and down, globally. In any country you go, there is always a legal system. They're good. In most cases, they are not perfect, but they're good enough to solve a lot of problems. But because we actually allow politics to get in the way of administration or policy, government policy, and also of legal principles and practices. This channel is set to expose this, and you are invited to participate rationally, reasonably. Whatever evidence you come, do a research, bring it along. If I get resources and opportunity, we will do video conferencing. I will pay for it if I have the resources, or we will pay for it together if we have the resources to talk using video conferencing, because it costs money. That's why I'm still using this basic equipment. But we can do live maybe in the next 3 weeks, 3 months. It depends. But for now, let us stick with this approach. And those who are interested, it doesn't matter whether we are only 2. Imagine if we are 2 million in this channel subscribed. We are going to do really great things. And that's my aim. I want this channel to grow and talk about society, government, talk about the serious thing, but also talk about enjoyable things. What did you eat yesterday? Where did you go on holiday? How are your kids? How are your family doing? All the nice things. We take time off and talk about play, entertainment, things we like, enjoy ourselves, But also when the time comes, we need to come back to talk about serious business. And that's what I want us to do. That's what I invite you to do. Subscribe to this channel, like, and leave a comment. Leave a comment to the channel, and ring the notification bell, so that a new video should not really escape you. Thank you. We did today. We have done very well with you. We have 40 minutes, and I think you're going to enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Goodbye. Good night. God bless you. Thank you. Bye.